ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकरोत् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु तदात्मनिरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. O Lord, please give us good health so that let me be fit and let all my organs be in healthy condition. May not reject the Brahman, and may the Brahman not reject me. May I realize that Brahman which is described in the Upanishads, and let all the noble values, virtues may be practiced by me and have them. Om Sha, peace, peace, peace. Dear devotees, so if you see, fourth and fifth verse we try to discuss in the last class actually, and the class started, or the question started from an advanced student. What is that thing by which the mind is doing its work, the prana is doing its work, the sense organs are doing their works? So kindly can you tell me what is that truth, or what is that thing, or a object or a subject? That's how the question started. And we saw the beautiful answers given by the guru or by the Rishi here. And now we are discussing we are going to discuss the sixth verse actually. So till now, if you remember, the teacher is trying to make us understand that I am that subject and I am never the object. I am that self. I am the subject. I am the subject always, and I am never the object. In the world, everything can be objectified except the self, and I am that self. And how can you know the self? If you ask, oh, you cannot know it. Why? In the fourth or fifth mantra, we saw it is beyond known and unknown also. Only the Upanishads or the lineage, the teachers are trying to give an indication. What is that indication? What is that secret code, secret key in the Kena Upanishad? The teacher is saying that claim that I am that Brahman. So it is only they're asking us to claim it, which I am already. When can I claim for that? I am already adhikari for that. Or rather, I am already it, then only you can claim. Like I being a son, I can claim my father's property, if at all. I cannot claim neighbor's house or neighbor's property. Why? Because I can't claim. I don't have any rights to claim there. So Vedanta or Kenopanishad has kept the secret code here. Claim that I am that Brahman. So claiming is what? Very important. So having this as a background, let us go to the sixth verse. Yan manasana manute yena hur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam viddhi nedam yadidam upasate. Yan manasa na manute. Yat manasa, yat means by that, or by manasa na manute. Means simple, if you want me to simple statement, or in a layman's language, Brahman cannot be comprehended or understood by the mind. Mind cannot reach the Brahman. So, yan manasana manute means mind cannot reach the Brahman. Or, in a philosophical language, Brahman is not an object of your mind or a thought. What are you doing? Oh, Swamiji, I was in the park. I went to evening walk, I went to park, and I was enjoying the nature. So the nature, the plant, the trees, or the creepers, or the people who are in and around in the park, they had become the object of your mind or object of your thought. Suddenly, it is a festive season. Some of us, we are in the different countries from other than India. So we might have got, if some of you have got homesickness, immediately will say that, oh my dear, if I were in my house or in my hometown, I would have got these delicacies. So the object of your thought or meditation of your mind is what? Delicacies. Food. If you are a foodie, so you will be bothering about you are missing the food. You are missing the sweets, delicacies or whatever. So similar way, Brahman cannot be the object of for your thought or for your mind. That has been told from Yan Manasana Manute. Yat Manasana Manute. In a scientific language, if you ask me, we can tell like this. I have got a 3G mobile, old mobile, which has got a 3G. It is accessible for 3G. Now, there are some apps are available which are only working on the 5G. Then how much ever I try, whatever I try, I will not be able to access the app. Why? Because I have got only access to 3G and it is with 5G. Say for an example, if someone has got a 5G accessible mobile and if some app is available on 3G, can he get it? Yes, because of higher frequency. In the higher frequencies, lower frequencies are involved, but in the lower frequency, higher frequency is not involved. Simple statement. So again, as a crude example, if you say mind is like a 3G and the self or the consciousness is 5G, then again, you should not get carried over by the example. Otherwise, again, you'll be objectifying the self or a consciousness with a 5G. So when you say yan manasana manute, mind cannot comprehend the self, means what? As already I told, Brahman or the self or the consciousness. Who is this Brahman? You should not ask by this time. I am that Brahman. I am not the object of mind or thought. Okay. That means what actually? So first, from this corollary or from this deducible, you can deduct the point, you can deduct the inference here. Brahman is neither knowable as an object. Brahman is not knowable as an object. Okay, neither it is knowable an object. Brahman is nor experienceable as an object. Neither you can know nor you can experience. In dreams, you experience. But where is it? Can you know? No. Only some are experienceable. You can't know it. Some are only knowables can be there. You can't experience it. For example, imagination or imagination, it comes under, for an example, horn of the hare. We can imagine, no doubt. We can imagine and we can experience, in the sense, mental experience we can do, but we can't know it actually. And there are maybe some things which are knowable. Knowable in the sense, mind can comprehend. For an example, dinosaurs. I can know dinosaurs because by reading the description doll, but I can't experience it because it is no more. So why these things putting out? So people with fine arguments, people can put into these categories also. Our own minds can put, or even the people when they start discussing, Brahman is not an object of your thought or mind, you say, then can it be experienced from your mind? No. Then can it just, okay, experience is not possible, you are saying, fine. Can it be known? Is it knowable? No. So it is neither knowable as an object nor experienceable as an object. Again, I'm using this word. Otherwise, Brahman cannot be known at all, means Brahman doesn't exist. No, it is available as a subject, but not an object. That's why all these words are very, very important. who are following strictly Advaita Vedanta, for all of you, it is very important. Brahman is neither knowable as an object nor experienceable as an object. In quotes. Okay. So from Yanmanasana Manute, so many things we can decipher when you go into deeply. Okay. And Brahman is not an object of the mind. Okay, that you have understood now. Okay. Now the first argument here, Yan Manasana Manute means Brahman is not an object or experienceable of the mind. Okay. Then Yena Hutur Manomatam means yat that ahur mano matam. Okay, but okay, mind is not an sorry, Brahman is not an object of the mind. Okay, first we saw that. Now second part is but mind is an object of Atman or consciousness. It is a tautology, looks like that, very simple, looks like, but there's a lot of differences here. Mind cannot comprehend the Brahman. So Brahman is not an object for the mind or thought. Okay. But mind can be the object for the Atman or consciousness. That is what has been told here. Yenahur manomatam. So mind does not reveal the self, rather self reveals the mind. Self reveals the mind means what? By the presence of the self, mind gets activated. Mind can do its function. Mind performs its function. How? For an example, minister is in his office. All the officers will be alert and they'll be doing their work. What is minister is doing? He is simply sitting. He is not doing anything for discussion's sake. Minister is there, just is sitting. And but everyone is doing their work. Why? Because the presence of the minister. Now, can the officers can give the command to the minister? No. But minister can give the command to the officer. Again, it is a just crude example. I am trying to make you understand the concept. So mind is an object of Atman or consciousness. Means mind can, Brahman can comprehend the mind. How? In the presence of the mind, in the presence of the Atman or Brahman or consciousness, the mind is doing its work. That's what I mean actually. So mind does not reveal me, rather I reveal the mind and its nature and its limitations, conditions, and etc. Now how? I will give one more example, you will understand. There's a beautiful torch which you use batteries. Batteries, okay? With the help of torch, I am able to see every object which is existing in my house. Because there is a power cut, no electricity. I am searching for a thing which is very important, which is very essentially now I required. So using a torch, I am searching for every nook and corner of my house. So every object I am trying to see and I'm able to see with the help of torch. Now, can the torch or the batteries can see the torch or torch can see the batteries? Torch can see the batteries? No. Why? If torch has to see the battery has to be opened. And in front of the torch, it has to be, okay, look, this is what we call battery. The moment you remove the battery, what happens? Torch goes off. So batteries are supplying energy by which torch, with the help of torch, I am getting everything, no doubt. But the moment you remove the batteries to show the torch, what happens? It doesn't, no supply of energy. As a result, torch gets deactivated or defunctioning or whatever. So hence, torch can never see the batteries. So now, which is torch here? Which is battery here? So battery can be considered as self, torch can be considered as mind. So because of the battery, it is supplying energy, torch is getting lighted and we will be able to see the things. Again, simple, one more example I'm giving to understand this. Okay. So it means self can never be objectified. It is always subject. So aham drugeva natu drushyavat. Drugdrushya Viveka, whoever has attended my class, you can remember now. I am always druk, never drushya. I means who? not Shantivratananda, not body mind. I means again, not any of our this body, mind and all. I means again only self, self, self or consciousness. Okay. Tat evatvam Brahma Vidhi. Tat evatvam. You are that apa. This is your biodata I am telling you. I am explaining you only, not anyone else, something which is in the above world, below world, which is inside ocean, or which is in a cabin, what you say, in a secret locker. No. I am telling about you. I'm explaining you only. Tadevatvam Vidhi. You are that, my dear. By your presence, the mind is acting. Okay, you see how powerful we are all now. But we all feel that we are all weak, but we are all how powerful. And what it is called? It is just we have given a name. It is called Brahman. Just to say that it exists, it exists. When I say every time we are using pronoun, you may feel little annoyed or whatever. Then all right, we are using the word in a common noun. We are using Brahman. What is Brahman? It is ever expansive. It is getting expanded, expanded, infinite, not the maths infinity again. It is infinite. There is no limitation for that. So, Tadeva Yatam Brahma. And you are that Brahman. You are that or you are that Brahman. No, my dear. Understand. Here, no understand again. In the limited understanding, we should, in a limited way, we should understand. No means what? Remove the ignorance, remove the misconception. Nedam yadidam upasate. Na idam, whatever you are worshipping, it is not that Brahman or the self. So nedam yadim upasate, let me keep it at the last. So now the question might come, Swamiji, you are explaining all these things, fine, but what do I get from this? So here they are telling that, okay, mind cannot comprehend Brahman or the self, okay. But with the presence of self or because of the self, mind is able to do its function. Okay. So what? So what means I am lending the consciousness or I am lending the energy to the mind. So I am the master and the mind is my instrument. It should be, that is the fact. That is the thing actually. But what has become? I am thinking that I am the slave of my mind. Mind has become the master and I have become the slave, just opposite. So we have to turn it around. First point. Then when you say, I am not the mind, oh, I am terribly restless, how to control it? Oh, my dear, shift the tie from mind to the self. Is it possible? Yes. Is it not difficult? Who said easy? It is difficult, but possible. So Upanishads have never said, Gita has never said, scriptures have never said, these things are easy. So know it for certain, write in a bold letters. We are not saying that it is easy. It is simple, straightforward truth. But none of us, none of the scriptures have said it is very simple, my dear, or very easy. No. It is difficult. It may be difficult or it is difficult, comma, semicolon, but possible. My mind is restless. Or I've got a number of thoughts, useless thoughts. I want to get away. How to control negative thoughts, Swamiji? How can I be positive? People say, oh, my feelings are disturbed. My memory is disturbed. I've got good memory or I have bad memory. Oh, he's very egoistic. He has got fat ego. She has got thin ego. All these things we speak, these are all manodharma. These are all nature of the mind. None of is my biodata. None of is my nature. All these things, my dear, belong to mind and I am not the mind. Mind is just mere an instrument. I am using a mobile phone. Mobile phone dropped few days before and screen guard got broke or the screen got broke. Did I get broke? Did I get break? No. I have got an instrument called mobile, which is used for transactions or communication or messaging or some other functions. So it is an instrument. Instrument has been damaged. We can understand when it comes to objects, we can understand most of us very well. But when it comes to my body and mind, most of us, we don't think, we can't understand, we can't accept. It will take some time, no doubt. So mind is an instrument. Anxiety, fear, apprehension, restless, whatever you say, that's all belongs to the mind. So you start objectively looking the mind as an instrument, then obviously it will become very easy to control the mind. That is the efficacy of knowing this Vedantic truth. I've got a good thought. Again, it belongs to mind. I've got a bad thought. It belongs to mind. I am beyond this good and bad thoughts. Then, Swamiji, why are you asking us to be, or why the scriptures are asking us to be positive? Because it is nearer to truth. It is nearer the truth. It is constructive. It is better. Like Sattva Guna. Sri Ramakrishna gives a beautiful example with the Trigunas. Tamas, Rajas, and Sattva. Once, a traveler who was a rich man, he was moving in the forest. He was traveling in the forest, and he was caught by thieves. Okay. So first and foremost, they threatened him and they snatched away all his whatever the money and whatever the gold, wealth, whatever was there, everything. Then one fellow said, or few fellows said, "Oh, we should kill him. What is the use? Because we have got it, he might go and tell to the police. So it is better to we should kill him." Then some people said, "Oh, no, no, no. We are doing heinous acts. We should not kill him and get some more sin." Then what to do? Anyhow, we have taken away all his possessions, so he doesn't have any poor man. What to do? Yeah, well, he might inform police, isn't it? Okay, then we will tie him to the tree. If his luck is good, he may get survived. He may be survived. Otherwise, he may die. Okay. Then finally it was agreed, and he was. So the people who said after snatching away all the possessions, he should be killed, they are tamasic people, are tamas. Others said, "Oh, no, no, we have taken away all his possessions, and why to kill? Let us tie him to a tree and go away." They tied and left. It is representing the Rajas. Then they were tied, and the group of dacoits or thieves they left. Among them, one or two came, and they untied the rope of this traveler. Then traveler was very happy. Appa, at least you came and you rescued my life. I know that I saw you also in that group of thieves. But you look so good. You look so better, nice, or gentle. Why are you there? For whatever reason you may be there. Come on, you come with me. Never mind, I have got a lot of money in my house. I will take care of you. I will help you if you want to do business or a work or whatever. Please come. Then he or she or the one or two travelers, they listened and they laughed and they took them to the road and they said, "You go straight or in this direction, follow this direction, you will get out from the forest and reach your city where you should travel." Then the traveler said, or the business person said, "Please come with me. I owe to you because you have saved my life. You have showed the path." Then the fellow said, "No, we can't come." Why? Because if we come to the city, we will be caught by police. So that represents the fellow who came and untied and they were a bit considerate and compassionate and showed the path were sattva. They are also thieves, but good thieves, better thieves. Better thieves in this positively, I'm saying better thieves, he means to say. So that's how. So why should it be positive? Because to reduce negative. That's how the question was asked to Ramana Maharshi. What should I do to realize Brahman? A student asked Ramana Maharshi. The student was asking that he may be given some mantra, he may be given some spiritual exercise and all. Ramana kept quiet. Then this fellow, Ramana has given answer already, but anyhow, that fellow didn't understand. The student asked again, "Sir, I hope you didn't hear my question. What should I do to realize Brahman?" Ramana Maharshi, second time, then he thought, "Oh, this fool is not understanding my answer." So he said, "Okay, you need not to do anything." He said simply straightforward. The fellow was dumbfounded. He told like Apya, Vikarya, Samskarya, which we speak in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad in detail. Shankaracharya beautifully discusses like it is not to be attained because already you are that. It cannot be purified. It cannot be purified because it is ever pure. And it cannot be attained, it cannot be purified, and it cannot be, what you say, changed from one object to another object or from one state to another. Apya, Vikarya, Samskarya, and Utpati. You need to manufacture because it is neither an object, it is there always. Then, so you not to do anything to have a God, a Brahma, self-realization. Then why all the scriptures are said? Because you can't keep quiet. If you keep quiet, then you may do negative things. Then instead of that, do positive things. So doing positive things is what? To control our negative things, and being positive, doing more and more positive, I will get away both beyond positive and negative. That we should understand. So mind is an instrument. So when you start looking at it, then you will most of our problems will be solved. Anyhow, the similar idea keeps coming into the next 3 or 4 slokas. So I will be running now. Running in the sense I will be trying to complete it. Okay. यच्चक्षुषा न पश्यति येन चक्षुगुंषि पश्यति तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदं यदिदमुपासते. So mind cannot be, mind cannot comprehend the Brahman or the self, we said. Now here, yet chakshusha na pashyati. What is the function of the eye or eyes? What is the function of eyes? Eyes can see. Vision, perception, it perceives things through the vision, isn't it? So, but yet that which chakshusana pashyati, eyes cannot see. Oh, there are many things in the world which we cannot see. Amoeba, we cannot see. Bacteria, we cannot see. Virus, we cannot see. COVID time virus, it shook the entire world. The whole world got still. Even the president of any like United States or Europe Union or whatever, no one had that power. But a small virus, it shook the world, and it made everyone to stop their activities and to see what is happening. Such a small, tiny virus which we cannot see naked eyes. Then what is the special of Brahman? Because if you see, the visible spectrum is our human eye visible spectrum is between 380 nanometers to 700 nanometers. So there are so many things which were microscopic in nature, like atoms, which we cannot see. So all of them are Brahman then? No. So here it cannot be seen through the eyes, means okay, you can use some instruments through which you can see. Now atom, I cannot see through my naked eye. I will discover an instrument through which I can see the atom. Again, seeing the atom, how? Through this naked eye only. Amoeba, I cannot see with the naked eye. Okay, I'm using the microscope. With the help of microscope, I can see the plant cell or the amoeba or whatever. But still, again, seeing with the using of microscope or telescope, the distant star or the small amoeba, even tiny amoeba, but again with the eyes only. So that small thing you have to understand. But okay, I will find some very advanced instrument in like a microscope or a telescope or any some scope. Basically, is there any scope by which I can get, is there any scope by getting any advanced instrument, can I perceive the Brahman, can I perceive the Atman? If you say, the Vedanta or Upanishad saying no, yet chakshusha na pashyati, that which cannot be seen by the eyes at all. Okay. So eyes cannot be seen. Means what? Eyes can only perceive the objects because I am the subject. I am the subject and never the object, so eyes cannot perceive me. I am not perceived or comprehended by the eye, or I am not available for eyes actually. Okay. Yena chakshugumshi pashyat. But because I am lending the consciousness, because of my presence or because I'm lending the consciousness, eyes are functioning, eyes are doing its function. What is that? Eyes can see. Eyes are able to see a wonderful rose. Eyes is able to see the so-called sunrise and sunset. Eyes are able to see so many things. Why? Because of me. Or because of me means what here? Because of that eye, because of the presence of witness, because it is providing the energy. One small example I will give. This, when we are thinking this, we will get a question. How the consciousness, pure awareness, can make the eyes to work, mind to work? How? Simple example I will give you. So it is quite a interesting question should come for a serious Advaitin student or Vedantic student. How a awareness can derive the energy or matter, or how the consciousness or a pure awareness, witness, can make the mind to function, can make eyes to see, can make ear to hear, can make nose to smell, can make tongue to taste. All these things we get a question. How? I will give a simple example. Now, I got a desire. What desire? Oh, I should take Tesla vehicle. I got a desire. a single desire that I should get Tesla vehicle. I should own a Tesla vehicle. What to do? I cannot go and what you say, rob the vehicle or whatever. In a legitimate way, I should get it. Then what to do? Okay, I should earn the money. Okay, then I'm earning the money. Yeah, money is not enough. Let me earn more money, more work. I may be doing part-time job. And not only that, I am cutting away my expenses so that I can accumulate more and more money so that I can get the Tesla. I worked for 3, 4, 5, 10 years probably, and I got my Tesla vehicle. So one thought, it was just a desire that I should own a Tesla vehicle. It is just a thought, just a desire. It made me to work. So a thought has so much tremendous energy or a tremendous effect on my matter, on my physical level, and I had to work. And if you see, all inventions are nothing but what? A thought, an idea. But when an idea put into practice, when it is converted into knowledge, is converted into action, then you will get so many things. So it's everything is what? A thought. Knowledge is a thought actually in our day-to-day things actually. It is an idea you can say, it's a thought you can say, it is again function of the mind. But it can bring so many things, so many changes. So similarly, one desire, one thought I should own a Tesla vehicle, it made me to work. If so, if it is possible, then that consciousness, why can't it make the mind to work? Which has got more energy, which has got more consciousness, which has got more higher things, which can why it cannot make the sense organs to do their functions, respective functions. So, yat chakshusha na pashyate. The eyes cannot comprehend it, or the self is not the object for the perception, for the eyes perception. Yena chakshugumshu pashyate. But by that which, by that mere presence, the eyes are able to do their function. Means what is the function? Seeing things. Okay. Tadeva Brahmatvam with Nedam Edidam Upas. And you are that Brahman, my dear. Know that. And you are whatever you are worshipping, it is not that Brahman or God. Okay. I think already you know what it is already. I mean, I need not to go more explanation. Okay. Yait yat shrotrena na shrunoti yena shrotramidam shrutam tadeva brahmatvam viddi nedam yadidam upasate. Yat shrotrena na shrunoti. By that which being does not hear with the ear. Means ear cannot comprehend the Brahman or the self or the consciousness. I have got a beautiful music, Swamiji. Morning I had a good music. I am very calm. I am terribly disturbed. Why? Because early morning itself, there was so much noise in my surroundings, in my neighborhood. I am able to, my eyes are able to comprehend the sound. And we all know that our human ear can comprehend between 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Below 20 hertz, it is not possible. And above 20 kilohertz, 20,000 hertz or 20 kilohertz, again, it is not possible. Okay. So Brahman is that which cannot be objectified through the ears. Means Brahman is not available for the perception of the ear. Why? Because I am the subject and I am never the object. Yena shrotramidam shrutam. Because of which alone the ears themselves are known. Means the ears are able to do their function. And again, I can give you one more simple example, very interesting example it can be, which you know all of you. So, for an example, I have got some hearing problem. Then we are asked to go to the test. Okay. Then audiogram test, we go there. And they will put some earphones and all. Then they will give some, what do you say, certain instructions and all. So you'll be basically in one cabin closed, and they will be saying that, okay, when I will be start making a sound, when you are hearing, you should give a signal. When you don't, then keep quiet or whatever. If you don't, you can't do anything. You have to keep quiet, of course. Then the technician or the doctor, they will start putting different decibel sounds. Are you hearing? Outside, they will be giving a signals, hand signals or whatever. You will be saying yes or no or whatever. So what actually they are doing there? Can you hear the sound or can you know about the sound is not important. Actually, they are trying to judge the capacity of the ear. What is my hearing capacity? It is not knowing about the sound, rather it is been, there is a test to know the capacity of my ear. Means the ear has become an object of knowing there actually. In general, in our day-to-day life, here we get into understanding why, because we hear things. So their sound becomes the object and the ear becomes the subject there. Ear becomes the sense organ, becomes the subject, and the sound becomes an object, subject object, druk and drushya. Now, when you go to audiometry test, the ear itself becomes the object. And who is the subject there? Either you can be the subject, or the tester, I mean the doctor or the technician can be the subject there. I mean, again, it's just simple example. So even how you see the sense organs themselves can become the object of the knowing. For example, we go to eye test. Can you see? Can you see? They will be asking us to read the letters. Means the eye itself has become an object of knowing there. So ear itself getting objectified in the audiogram test, in the eye for the spectacle, or the to test my power of the eye power. Then my eye has become an object of knowing there actually. So very interesting. So again, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidya. Because of you exist, the ears are able to hear. The ears are able to do their function. And you are that Brahman? No. And Nedam Medima Upasate. And whatever you are doing in the meditation, the object of meditation or worship, the object of worship, which you are thinking the God or Brahman, it is not so. Okay. Now the last one. So these are all corollaries actually. From the, I think, fifth or sixth sloka onwards, they are all corollaries. Yat pranena na praniti, yena prana praniyate, tadeva brahmatvam viddi, nedam yadidumupasate. Okay, so final conclusion of the first chapter. So here, before going to the sloka, I want to tell you prana means what? There can be many. In the Prashna Upanishad, we have discussed in detail where the prana is been compared to Sutratma or Hiranyagarbha, somewhere, some places as like self and all, whatever. It is all contextual, but otherwise, generally prana means what? As we all know that it is pancha prana. Apana, Vyana, Udana, Samana, all these things. Based on its function, it has been classified into 5 pranas, which we all know that. And if you remember, and whoever has studied Mundaka Upanishad, there in the Mundaka Upanishad, there is one more reference called Sapta Prana Prabhavanti Tasmat. 7 types of prana they speak there. 2 ears, 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 2 nostrils, and 1 mouth. So basically, so means any sense organ there, all sense organs has been put into Sapta Pranas. Then the third is what? Grana Prana. Grana means what? Nose. The smell of, the organ of smelling. Oh, I got a pungent smell. I got a good odor, bad odor, or whatever, all these things we speak. So that odor is there, whatever we speak. So here prana means it is the organ of smell. So that we have to be very contextually to understand. So interestingly, in biology also there are a very good, what to say, a lot of things has been done. There is called anosmia, means anosmia. Anosmia means loss of smell. If someone has got a loss of smell, they say that, oh, he's suffering from anosmia. Then some have got very mild smell. They can smell little, but not it. Oh, sometimes we tell I have got a bad nose because of cold. I can't smell really. So that is a reduced smell. So it is called hyposmia. Hyposmia. Then there is called heightened smell. It seems even little chilly thing, immediately we get cough or whatever. The heightened smell means we are very sensible things. That is called hyposmia earlier. This is hyperosmia. Then there is a called distorted smell perception, it seems. Then parosmia it is. There's an extra information. All these new things has come. So anosmia, hyposmia, hyperosmia, or parosmia. Anyhow. So here prana means what? It is the organ of smell. Okay. Yet pranena na praniti. That which cannot be comprehended by the prana. Again, prana means what? That which cannot be comprehended by the smell, organ of smell, smell organ. Oh, Atman has got very pungent odor. Atman has got good fragrance. Oh, Atman is very bad. Atman has got very bad odor. No. Or good aroma it has got. Aroma also they speak nowadays. No. It has got neither good nor bad. Oh, maybe it is neutral. It is dull. It doesn't have any order at all. Is it a very bland ones? No. So again, I am not objectified, my dear. I am not available to you to comprehend. That's all again. Because I am not the object, I am the subject. So yena prana praniyate, by which, because of which alone the smell the is doing its function. Means the nose here, the organ of smell, the nose is able to do its function. Okay. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. You are that Brahman Nedam Vidimupasate. Okay. That's a thing. Kenoprashad Prathamodhyaya over. Now, from last 5, 6 slokas, if you remember them, and you can very well, you can deduce few points. What is that? Anything that depends on something else for its existence, it cannot be the self or the ultimate truth. Anything depends on something else for its existence, that cannot be the ultimate truth, that cannot be the subject, that cannot be the self, and I am that self. That means, really speaking, I am not depending on anything. Everything is depending on me. But in our day to day life, in the mundane life, what is happening? I am depending on so many things. There, I am depending on so many things. What? My body and mind is depending on so many things. I am not depending. Unfortunately, we are not able to differentiate it. So anything that depends on something else for its existence, it cannot be the self or it cannot be the ultimate truth. Okay. So anything is objectifiable, that means it has got the features of the object. So what are the features of the object? I hope some of you at least remember 5 features. Anyone does remember?
Yeah, it is changeable, it has attributes, transitory,
Mhm.
and
Object,
it can be
objectifiable.
objectified
It is a material.
as a material. Tomac, that.
Tomac. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So, and if there is any underlying reality, so first one you understood, if anything depends on existence, depends on something else for its existence, it cannot be the eternal, it cannot be the ultimate. Okay, first. Second is, if anything is objectifiable, that means it has the features of the object. That is 2 mark, 5 features. Second. The third is important. If there is an underlying reality by which a thing exists, a thing functions, that means the reality must be prior to it and it is more inclusive and more higher. If there is an underlying reality by which an object exists or an object functions, if so, that reality must be prior to it, prior to that object, and it should be more inclusive and more higher. I hope you are able to understand. It makes some sense. Okay, now the interesting part comes to all of us. The first chapter is over. Means what? Discussion is over. Okay. Now, student, he asked one question actually. And in 8 slokas or in 8 mantras, the teacher was go on telling. Now, what is the guarantee that student was physically there? No doubt in the Gurukula, there was no Zoom session those days. So he had to be physically there. He was physically there, no doubt. Guru is also able to see what is the guarantee that he was mentally there or not. So he was active listener or was he passive listener? Guru might have got a question or Guru might want to test the student now. So as a result, in the second chapter, beginning itself, Guru asked the question. What does he ask the question? The teacher says, my dear student, you asked what is Atma, or what is Brahman, or what is Atman, or what is consciousness, you asked. Now, I have imparted the knowledge. I have taught about you the Atman. Now, can you tell me? Can you tell me? So till now statement, okay? Now the question comes. Now, can you tell me, can you tell me, do you know the Atman? So this is a simple question. Yes or no? Can you tell me, do you know the Atman? Okay, this is a simple question, straightforward question. It appears. If not, yes or no, I will leave to you. You can think. Then I will ask afterwards. I think is everything has been discussed, isn't it? Is anything is left out or everything has been discussed?
Uh, so for the first part, you're saying?
Yeah, for the first chapter.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, once more. Is everything is discussed or is anything left out?
That it I now get it. It cannot be reached by discussion though.
No, okay. I'm not going to that. I'm still that is yet to come. I'm asking just. I'm like from whatever slokas are there. Is
Okay,
it?
okay, okay. So Ocha, Ocha,
There was
okay.
something left there. Earlier, you said you'll come back to it later.
Yes. What is that?
I don't recollect exactly what it was, but you mentioned. I cannot
Ah,
remember. You mentioned something.
Yeah.
on the
Nedam
last part.
yadidam upasate.
Uh-huh.
Na idam yadidam yat idam upasate. So this has been discussed, not yet discussed. Okay. Okay. Now, so from last almost five slokas or six slokas at the end, Nedam yadidam upasate has been told. We have to take it very carefully. So the moment when you become the Vedantic student, when you start following the Vedanta Upanishads, there can be a misunderstanding. There can be a wrong understanding that, oh, I am that Brahman, I am that self, I am not the object, I am the subject. Fine. Then why all this bloody worship? Why this japa? Why this meditation? Why this worship? Why these rituals? Get away from all these things. These are all superstitions. These are all worthless, useless. Because Upanishad has said, Nedam edidam upasate. Whatever you are worshipping, that is not God, that is not the self, that is not the Brahman. It is not my statement, my dear. It is Upanishadic statement. Get out, throw away all the gods and goddesses. People can do this. Oh, Swamiji, you are Advaita Vedantin. How can you do the rituals? How can you worship? Yeah. So, like Shankaracharya's Shringeri, for an example, in southern India. So they do everyday puja, everyday worship and all. Hare, they are the followers of Adi Shankaracharya. They are the Advaitins. Why they are following so many pujas rituals? So this type of wrong concept, wrong understanding, miscomprehension can come. And unfortunately, many so-called rationalists who attacks on Hinduism by the other Semitic religions, they use such statements. Your Upanishad saying, Nedam ediduma pasate, whatever you are worshipping, it is not that God they are saying that, then why are you worshipping Rama? Why are you worshipping Krishna? Or why are you worshipping Durga or whatever? No, we have to understand very carefully. Now, what is that? So, if you see very clearly in the earlier portion of the Veda, Upanishads are more or less later portion of the Vedas, latter portion of the Vedas. The former portion of the Vedas, which is called Karma Kanda, there itself Vedas have said Indraya Swaha, Indraya Mama. Whatever this I'm offering, let it go to Indra. I am not that. It is not to me. It is to Indra. So there is duality is there. And about in the Purusha Sukta, there has been discussion, there has been explanation about the Lord Narayana, Lord. So like there are so many suktam, there are so many statements, Vedic statements, which describes about the nature of the God. Based on that only in Puranas we get discussions. Then afterwards our sadhus or rishis have given. So why it is? We have to take it very carefully here. For an example, when we see Irish flag, we salute it, we respect it. Same thing with Indian flag. Why? We are seeing the representation of our country there. Otherwise, it's a piece of cloth. It is a piece of cloth. Probably the cloths which we are using it, we have got very quite costly, but that doesn't commit, or sorry, that doesn't get so much respect. Then it's a piece of cloth which may be very cheap in the price thing, but we value it. Why? It is representing our country. So our country has been seen in that small flag. Such a big country, how can we see in that small flag? We all know that it is a symbol. So similarly, this has been symbol. It is all a symbol. It is called Adhyaropa Apavada. Superimposition. God is Nirakara Nirguna Parabrahma, no doubt. It doesn't have any form, it doesn't have any attributes in reality. But common person are the beginning stage, we cannot comprehend it. So they gave with the forms, they have given with the names, they have given with the attributes. In the Sahasranamas, what is that? 1,000 names means what? Thousands of qualities of the God. Why? They are all meant for worship, to start with our thing. So Karma Yoga is required. Naishkarmya Siddhi. My Gurudev used to tell always, understanding the Naishkarmya Siddhi improperly, India went back. Why? Atman cannot be attained by action. Leave the action. No, wrong. I am not ready for that. Actionless state means it is not that keeping quiet. We'll become lazy, lethargy, negative. That's how it happened. That's what one of the reason for our Indian downfall, my Gurudev, my teacher used to say. So we need Karma Yoga for the purification of the mind. We need upasana, we need meditation, we need worship to purification of the mind and to concentrate our mind, to develop mental maturity, emotional maturity, and all these things. When we get into that stage, then only I can do the Brahmachintana. Ramana Maharshi, how many people like Ramana Maharshi, we can sit and meditate, I am that Brahman, not the body and mind, not the body and mind, not the body and mind. 10, 20 times I told, and I got a good fragrance of dosa, my mind went to dosa. What happened to this Brahman? Oh, let it be there, afterwards we'll see. I can speak of good Vedanta. The moment when I get a good smell of any delicacy, food delicacies, immediately I get carried over. I get a message suddenly. Oh, the 300 euros got deducted. Swamiji, hold on, your Brahman, hold on. The Brahman can stay now, but there are 300 euros has been lapsed. Has been deducted my account. It seems I don't know what happened. Let me go and check it first. Arey, my dear, the world is not true, my dear. Why do you bother? Oh, you are Brahman. You are not that money. Why do you? Swamiji, we will say maybe I will attend next class or I will listen to the recording. Come on, let me see it. Should I not do it? Yes, you can do it, no doubt. But again, all our Vedanta gets flied off. So these are all required as a preparatory steps. We cannot deny them. That is the beauty of Vedanta. That is the beauty of Hinduism. We went to the higher stages. We found the higher truths, no doubt, but lower truths were never discarded. They kept it so that for the future people, whoever have started their journeys, or they have begun their journey, for them let it be helpful. That's why there's so much diversities, so much philosophies, so many isms, so many school of philosophies. In school of philosophy or in religion, there are so many strands. Why? So whichever is suitable to you, take it and reach the God, reach the highest ultimate truth. So here, Nedam Edidam Upasate is from the highest reality point of view. What is that? You are that Brahman. So when you say that I am worshipping the God, means what? You are objectifying the God. You are the subject and you are objectifying the God. So objectifying the God is not right, my dear. Means you and God is two separate things. Means you are objectifying the God. So Kenopanishad is trying to tell, so you are that consciousness, you are the subject. When if you can, means you and Ishvara are two different things. You are saying that no, claim that I am that Ishvara. Claim that I am Ishvara means what? Claim that I am that Brahman. So Brahman plus Maya is Ishvara. That is what Sopadika Chaitanya we say. So Upadi, which with a limiting adjunct called Maya. Brahman plus Agnana is what Jiva. Technically, that's how we differentiate. So Brahman is constant here. So claim that I am that Brahman, claim that I am that Ishvara has been told in that Nedam Idadam Upasate. Means you are worshipping the God as another person. You are worshipping the God as an object. Another person means what? Again, it becomes an object. So from that angle, it has been told, Nedam Idadam Upasate. So, and also, when I told you from lower stand to higher stand, if you see in the Gita itself, there are 4 types of bhaktas the Krishna tells. First is Artha Bhakta. There are few people who come to the Lord. Why? Because they are in difficulties. I am in problem. I am in difficulty. So I am going to church. I am going to temple. I am doing prayers or meditation. So they are called Artha. And they are called, some are Artharthis. Artharthi means what? I don't have any problem, but I need materialistic prosperity. I want progeny, or I want house, I want fame, name, power, position, wealth, whatever. I am worshipping the Lord. So it's a bit better. Then the third one is jignasu. I want to know what I am that. Artha, jignasu, artharthi. Jignasu means what I want to know the truth. Who is this God? What is this world? Who am I? What is the relationship? All that. So he is interested in knowing the truth. Then there are fourth one, bhakti, real bhakta or gnani, who experiences it. Now, when you go to that stage where called a real gnani or real bhakta, who is experiencing the truth, from that angle, nedana midumopasate, it comes into picture. Otherwise, in the other three levels, it is not so. For all these things, I always think the Hanuman's answer is the best answer, which has been told by Sri Ramakrishna time and again, which I think in Ramcharitmanas also has been told. Deha buddhyatu dasosmi. When I feel that I am my body, I have a body and I am a body, I am thinking that when Rama asks Hanuman that, how do you look at me? See, beautifully, Sri Ramakrishna also used to ask these things. And Rama is also asking. I think many of the avatars, this is a common trend looks like, how do you look at me? Means, am I looking beautiful or ugly or how I am looking? No, not in that sense. What do you understand about me? That's what I mean to say. So when Rama asked Hanuman, he said, O Prabhu, He Prabhu, Deh Buddhyatu Dasosmi. When I feel that I am the body, I am your servant. Jiva Buddhyatu Tvadamshaka. I am the Jivi. When I think that, then I am your part. You are the whole and I am your part. Then Atma Buddhyatu Tvamevaham. When I think that I am the self. Again, think that self, again, is a very limited and when I am the self, then I and you are one and the same. There is no difference. Iti me nishchitamati. It is not just an hypothesis, an imagination, or thinking. No, iti me nishchitamati. This is my firm conviction, firm understanding. So this can be the beautiful answer. So Ishvara or Upasya Devata, which we worship or meditate, it is very much required. So when you say it is not real, Nedidamidumopasate, from what object, from what point of view, if you say the real Ishvara is, it cannot be an object for your meditation at all in reality. So again, if you can remember Mundaka Upanishad example, there was a tree and there were two birds. The one bird was above on the above branch and the upper branch, and the other bird was in the lower branch. It looks like that the bird which was sitting in the upper branch, it was sitting just quiet, not doing nothing. And the bird which was in the lower branch, it was trying to eat. When it started eating the fruits, when it got sweet fruits, it was so happy. When it was eating fruits, when it got bitter fruits, then it was not happy, unhappy. So like this, eating fruits, getting the fruits and trying to get the fruits and eating, consuming, slowly, knowingly or unknowingly, it was jumping to one branch to another, and slowly it was rising. And when it came nearer to the bird which was in the upper branch, topmost branch, then it saw, oh, there are no two different things. There is only one thing. I am the reflection of it, that's all. I am the reflection of it, that's all. There is no real difference. So that's what has been told here. So all these things are actually what different frequency or different mental level, these truths has been told. So whichever is suitable to us, so you can take it. So that is what has been told. See, a simple example I can give you to make it very clear. When Shri Krishna once he appeared in his real form, Yashoda saw and Yashoda was really astonished and all. Anyhow, then Krishna said, oh my dear mother, you have done a lot of penance in the last life also, and you have taken care of me so much love with love. I want to bless you with moksha or mukti. Then definitely, what should be the Yashoda's answer? It should be should. Okay, yes, please go ahead. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you for all your concern. But Yashoda said no. Yashoda said, no, I don't want mukti. Why? I don't want to become sugar. I want to enjoy the sugar. I want to enjoy you. So if I become you, I can't enjoy you. So I don't want to become sugar. I want to enjoy the sugar. Okay. Now, when gopis also started loving him and all, they were also having a feel of pain of separation, other things. Then Krishna told, why are you thinking that? I am with you always. See himself. Then they started thinking of, they were in search of Krishna, inside, outside, in their houses, in the neighbor houses, in the Vrindavan, etc. They were searching, searching, searching. They got tired. At some point of time, they could see that there is God inside, Krishna is inside them. And they started thinking, visualize, they were able to experience it. And that so much so that they themselves, they started feeling that themselves, they are Krishnas. So much, what you say, that tadatmyata was the attachment, so much so that themselves they started feeling that they are the Krishna many times. You see, both of them were devotees, but there's a difference. Now, which is good, which is bad, which is higher, which is inferior, or whatever, we can't say that. But there are different ways to experience the God, worship the God, or whatever. So Nedidam Ididam Upasate means it is from the highest thing actually. There's a beautiful Sanskrit kapla, sloka. I will be telling you the simple meaning. In the early morning, as soon as I get up, a scientist telling, in the early morning, as soon as I get up, I worship that which is beyond the grasp of mind and words, by whose grace all speech shines, which the Vedas describe only by saying, not this, not this. That supreme Lord of Lords, unborn, imperishable, and the foremost. Beautiful Sanskrit thing is that. The Rishi or the saint, as soon as he get up, he used to remember this. In the early morning, I am worshipping that which is beyond the grasp of mind, which is beyond the words, which is beyond all the speech shines, and which Vedas describes only by saying, not this, not this. And the Supreme Lord, Lord of Lords, unborn, imperishable, and the foremost. So I shall claim that I am the Sakshi Chaitanya, I am Sakshi, I am Chaitanya, and also I shall claim that I am that Ishvara. Again, Ishvara means what? Sopatika Chaitanya. So that doesn't mean that, so this upasana, puja, rituals, worship are bad. No, we need it. There are requirements for people, no doubt. So nedidam idam upasata means if you objectify the God, then that means it is not the real truth. It is not that Brahman. It is not the supreme self. That's what. So the worshipped Ishvara means the object which is objectified cannot be the real one. That is what the Rishi has told here. So we have to take it carefully and we should try to understand. I hope you have understood Nedam Edidam Upasata. Even someone if comes tomorrow challenging your own mind or someone you should be able to convince them or able to makes them to explain, I suppose. Yeah, so this will be the end of our first chapter and we'll be taking with the second chapter next week. And if you are ready for the answers. So the question was, I have tried to explain what is Brahman or what is Atman. Then do you know the Atman or Brahman now? So now I will tell the Shanti mantra, then I will ask if you are ready, let me know. I will also try to understand, or you can have a recapitulation basically, whatever you know. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu. Yeah. Any answer? Simple. So we have tried to understand Brahman, or I have tried to explain the Atman or Brahman, whatever is described in Upanishads. So do you know the Brahman now? That's what asked by the teacher, and I'm saying I'm re-echoing the same question to all of you now.
Uh, if I say that I know Brahman, then it becomes an object of knowledge. So then I would say that I have to claim that I am that. And yeah, so this knowing, if I say that I attempt to know, then it becomes a mere intellectual pursuit and it's just,
And if you say that no, I don't know the Brahman, then still worst. And then whatever the teachings I did, it as a waste.
so it is neither known nor unknown. It is the one who knows or one who does not know. So
Mhm.
it's like the,
No, my answer, my question is simple. Do you know the Atman?
not as a separate object, but being equal to the, being equated to that.
Okay. Okay. Any other answer?
cannot be identified as an object, so it's difficult to explain. So it's beyond something.
Yeah. So brilliant question. Do you know the Atman? So the student is also no more or less there. He also gives a brilliant answer. I cannot know the Brahman. He didn't say that. I will not know the Brahman because it cannot be unknown. Then it is neither known nor unknown. It is beyond that, isn't it? So it is a brilliant question. It looks like very simple and straightforward. If you say I know the Atman, that means you don't know. If you say I don't know the Atman, that means all my teachings went waste. So it is like there is a fallacy in the 13 types of fallacies are there in the Western philosophy. One of the fallacy is what complex question. In the argument, if you put such type of questions, complex questions, that means there is a fallacy in your argument. So I will give a simple example for the complex question. What is that? Sir, have you stopped telling lies?
Yeah. I cannot
Sir,
say yes or
If I say yes, then I used to tell lies before.
and no, still worst. Sir, have you stopped telling lies? So it is called complex question. It is a type of fallacy according to the Western philosophy. So like this. So it looks like it is a complex question. It looks like a complex question, but the student comes with a brilliant answer. So the guru is having a mock the test here. So okay, my dear, you listen. Let me know how much you have understood. So in the second chapter, first question, in the first sloka itself, first mantra, he starts with a question test. Okay, let me know what do you know. Do you know now by this time? Do you know? So the brilliant answer is given by the student that neither I can say no. If I say no, I don't know. If I don't know, that means I know. So very brilliant answer will be given. So we will try to see in the next class. Yeah. So thank you. Wish you all happy Navaratri, happy Dasra. So may the Badar bless all of you. Night.
Thank you,
good
Maharaj.
evening.
Good night, Maharaj. Happy Navaratri.
Maharaj, I had one question. Can I
Oh,
ask?
go ahead.
Do you have time? Okay. So it's like I wonder, why does Upanishad use this sentence "you are that"? Because there is this problem that if the moment I say, moment Upanishad will say "you are that," it is a natural tendency of the mind to point to itself, that I am that. Then why
Because
does still it use this?
that's why they're saying Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi. You are that Brahman, know that. So there's a Mahavakya here actually. Here it is called Mahavakya, great statement. Tadeva, Tat Eva Brahma, Tat Eva Tvam, you are that.
Hmm.
So why you are using you? You said Aham, he could have used. Why they are using you? Instead of they could have said I. Why? Because it is Upadesha here. It is a teaching.
Yes, but my point is that even if they use I am that, the problem is that I will always be associated with this little body mind, this ahankara.
Okay.
Then why to even use this sentence? Because when you know that the disciple can inevitably fall into the pit.
Yeah, I think, yes, you are right. Because something we have to say, or rather, something we have to say that for them to understand. Otherwise, one is like everything can be hidden. And some places, I think the Rishis have made a straight statement. But here, if you see, Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi, you are that Brahman, that's what they have said. But they have not tried to explain actually. Of course, the whole chapter, if you see the first chapter, so the Rishi was quite conscious and quite a little careful that he never told anything straight away so that you might land up in objectifying things, isn't it? But only we giving examples, he only said. Mind cannot comprehend, but by which mind does it function? And you are that, he said. So he's indicating actually. He's not telling straight away even there. So eyes cannot comprehend it, but by which eyes are able to do, eyes will do their functions, and you are that. So you are that is referring to that first line actually. So okay, eyes cannot comprehend it, by which eyes are able to do that function, and I am that. Okay, hold on to that. What is that? So that awareness, pure awareness. Yeah.
Swamiji, can it be said that this is the limitation of using words to say something?
Yes. This is a problem, and this always when you say that it cannot be explained, oh, that means again, does it exist or not then? Oh, it cannot be explained means like a Buddha silence. Buddha kept silent on Atman or Brahman. Then there is a book and there are theories have come on Buddha silence now. So people can do that. So oh, it cannot be explained. My guru has said, why? Because then I can bring theory. XYZ ABC can bring ABC A theory, B theory, C theory. So somewhere it has to be told what it is. Otherwise, you can land into so many things actually.
Or is it that among all the thoughts, like in the body-mind complex, the I thought is the most closest? And therefore, they're pointing towards the last thought, I? Because every other thought follows after the I thought, as Ramana Maharshi used to say that. Ask where is this I feeling coming? Is that why they're trying to point out to that? And then it automatically will transport you out of.
Yes, exactly. Why? Because if you don't have the sense of I, all other things ceases to exist, or other things doesn't work, or even if it is there, it doesn't matter for us. Yeah, that's also a good way of looking into it. Yes, which is very nearer to it.
So the first reflection of this.
So here I means what? It is nothing but Jivatma. So it is like rather in the other language you can say reflective consciousness. The consciousness which is reflecting on the mirror like a mind. From that you are feeling that I am that so and so or whatever. So that I is what reflective consciousness,
So
which
that
is
is
very
the
nearer to the very nearer to the self.
to the self.
So it is like in that way you are saying that okay, now I understand.
Probably that's why they're trying to push you towards that, and then
Because
automatically.
it is the nearest to it is the nearest to the self. That is. Yeah, it is a reflective consciousness. Yes. Now I understand your question. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj.